Welcome back to It Was Love Podcast. I am your host, James, with my beautiful wife, Sarah.
Hello.
How's it going, babes?
Good. I'm doing good.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, babe.
20 years.
We made it.
20 years on these clowns. Man.
We made it.
We made it.
The day of our anniversary, because today's not our actual anniversary.
Right.
But the day of our anniversary, I woke up, I said, did you think we were going to make it to see 20 years? You said, I did.
Yeah. Listen.
You said, did you? I said, It was kind of.
She was a little fickle, folks.
A little bit.
It was just, it's been a journey.
It has.
It's been a long journey.
It has.
But time flew so fast. That's the crazy part. Mm-hmm. It's like the journey's been long, but time flew by.
Mm-hmm. It went by so fast.
Oh man. Just remembering like year one, like we came to Illinois and immediately staying with your parents.
Yeah.
Finding an apartment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
it was exciting, nerve-wracking, and not what I thought it would be all at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, okay, the Lord told us to come here. You know, we'll stay with our parents for like a month, until we can find new jobs and everything. And then when it took longer than that, I was like, we got to get out of here. Like, we have to get out. And then the interesting thing is, though, is that over time, when we had talked about it, we're like, man, we should have stayed a little longer. Only because I think at that particular time, we were so wrapped up with what society says and what society deems as the proper path and the proper journey that you're supposed to go on, that had we had stayed just a little longer, like we could have paid off some debt, like we could have, because our parents weren't charging us to stay there at all. You know what I mean? And at the time, we only had one vehicle. Like, there was things that we could have done to probably set up our foundation a little bit more had we had not been in the mindset of trying to prove ourselves to those that were around us.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it was more of, I'm a man, so I don't want to be in your father's house.
Yeah.
Right? So it's just like, and I'm obviously grateful that he even opened the doors so that we were able to come and get started. But it's just like, we need our own space.
Yeah, but that's because that's what society has said. I think about, I know that there has to be other cultures that don't think the Western way. And, where families really come together and rally around each other and help make sure that everybody's established and things like that.
Right.
But I don't know.
Yeah. I think part of it for me was societal, and then the other part was manhood, right? Because it's like, for me, as a man, I'm the one that's supposed to be taking care of you, right? And so I think partially it's like,
technically you were.
What?
Well, I mean, even before we moved, we still, had a little bit of time in North Carolina, and you took care of me then.
Right. But still, like, I'm just saying in regards to, like, I don't know, staying in your dad's home and...
It was your pride.
Yeah, I mean, you can say...
I mean, it was for me, too.
For sure.
Like, it was pride, because, again, that's what society says that you have to do. Like, and now I don't care what society says.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember our first anniversary, the restaurant we went to. I know it was in the city, but it was
it was high up, because I remember we were looking out in Lake Michigan, and it was fancy.
Man, and Mama Lou gave us the recommendation to go there. I remember feeling...
Nobody's going to know who Mama Lou is.
Oh, Mama Lou is
my bonus mom.
Yeah, mother-in-law. We love her so much.
Yes. So she's not my birth mom, but she's the mom that I have now. My dad's wife.
Yes.
And we love her to pieces.
2 pieces.
So go ahead. We call her Mama Lou.
Mama Lou. She's the
I don't
only.
even know how we gave her that name.
I
know that.
gave her the name.
No, you didn't.
I did. I did too. It was me.
I thought it was me.
No, it was not.
Oh. Well, how did you come up with that name? Well,
No,
you give everybody
I think
nicknames.
it was.
I thought it was me.
I think it was you. I'm the one that called her Mama first.
Maybe.
Because everybody was just calling her by her first name.
Yeah, in the beginning.
Yeah, so I was just like, "Hey, Mama."
But she became more than that.
Oh,
so that's
of course.
why we had to like.
Yeah.
I think I started calling her Mama Lou because there's no Lou in her name.
Right.
Anyway, we're off track.
It ain't off track. It's part of our journey.
Okay. We were at the fancy restaurant.
Fancy restaurant, Francisca's?
I don't remember, babe. That was 20 years ago.
Oh man, it was. I don't know. Anyway,
I just remember.
I was intimidated.
I was too. I'm like, why did he take me here? They had like
4-course type.
It was, and I felt like I didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
remember, he came around with like the little. We found out it was called a crumb sweeper or something.
Yeah.
It was just fancy, and we're not fancy people. We're normal people.
Yeah, I'm normal.
So, I would have been happy going to Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, I'm glad that we went.
It was
there.
an experience.
Yeah, but we was broke.
He was just trying to show out. But it was
man.
nice. It was our 1-year anniversary and we went and it was just a lot of fun. But
yeah.
It was some interesting times though.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Because the first year, like we had spoke about before, like we are immediately thrust ourselves in ministry. So like to me it was more of like us being able to not think about anything else but us. And then for me, having a place where it's just like, let's do something nice.
Yeah.
And then Mama Lou gave us the recommendation to go there. And when I looked it up and looked at the prices, I was like, oh.
Then why did you go?
Because I knew I wanted to be special.
Well, we didn't have to go there. It was very special. It was very nice. We got dressed up. We never went back.
To date.
To date. We have never gone back. Like, for our 20th anniversary, we were just, it was so simple.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know why this popped into my head, but you remember when we finally bought a second car? It was, what was it, a Toyota?
Yeah, the little baby blue Toyota
It was
Corolla.
a baby blue.
95.
Was it a 95?
95.
Do you remember you called me? You said you were driving down the road and the brakes went out.
Yo, peoples. The craziest thing and the most miraculous
and then you
thing.
said you went to open the door and the handle broke.
Oh man. And I'm 6'4", right? At the time, probably close to 400 pounds.
Yeah.
And my dag on it, it's like a go-kart. I'm up in here like this on the joint.
I drove it most of the time, but then once we started having car trouble with it, you didn't want me in that car.
Right.
And so you had to start driving it. And then our other car was a PT Cruiser, which also wasn't
as big.
So we were just in these two cars. We were just trying to find the lowest car payment as possible.
Man, listen.
And I just remember you calling me, talking about something. And you're, yo.
Yo, that, you know what? I was first, because when the brakes went out.
It's funny, we laugh now, but you really could have gotten.
Yeah.
You could have gotten hurt.
It was legitimately like, it was raining. It was night. It was raining. And coming down from where I was working, like big, steep hill to a red light. And I'm just cruising along and hit the brake to start slowing down because there was a car right there at the red light. And it was like, boom. I'm like, oh, no.
What did you do? Did you have to like pull it into the...
No, so, all right. So this is the thing. This is exactly what happened. And for what I remember,
Okay.
right? So I'm hitting the brake, boom. And I'm freaking out immediately.
Okay.
Right? I'm like, oh, snap. Like, what? I'm hitting the brake. Then I throw it in reverse to think it was gonna like, and I hit the gas to like try to go in reverse. Nothing. I'm just sliding down this hill.
Was it an icy day?
No, it was just cold and raining.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just sliding down this hill, and I'm like, oh no, like I'm like, oh Lord, please Lord, and then it was like too fast and in slow motion at the same time.
Okay.
It was like crazy. So I'm like, oh no Lord. So then I threw it in park. And I'm just sliding down this hill. And I'm like, and all right, it's in park. The car is still at the red light.
Okay.
It was like an SUV.
Okay.
And all I did was close my eyes. I squeezed the steering wheel, like clenching for impact. And I'm like, Jesus. And then I'm not moving. I'm still.
Okay.
But I'm in front of the SUV. That ain't nothing but the master.
That's.
I clenched in when my eyes were closed.
How did you get in front of the SUV?
Listen, when my eyes were closed, it was like, all right, think about a movie, right?
Okay.
Think about a movie and how they depict like going through the spirit realm, like how it's like, you know how like a little tunnel type?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's like circly things. That's how I saw it. It was like rainbowish, right? But so the circly.
You're saying this actually happened.
This actually happened when I closed my eyes and I cried Jesus.
Okay.
And it was like that. And then I just didn't move. I felt, you feel the car moving and I was still. I opened up my eyes. I was like, oh my gosh. I opened up my eyes and I am in front of the SUV. Now watch this. I looked. This is the miraculous day.
Okay.
Right? I looked, and I'm like, where? And I look in the back, and I'm like, the lady's in the back because there was a lady driving the car. So she's in the back. So I get out the car. She's like this, eyes big as day. She's like,
okay,
in the door, like. And I'm
like
looking at her.
Like she saw something.
Right. And I'm looking at her like, did I hit you? And she was just like.
She never said anything.
She said, yeah. Like that. And I'm looking at our car, like a little scratch. Her car had a little scratch. Crazy thing about it is we ain't exchanged no
information.
No insurance information.
That is wild.
And the cop was there. We could call the police.
And nothing happened.
And guess what?
What?
I drove home with perfect brakes.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
But you know what? I remember my mom telling me this story. If memory serves me correctly, she said that she was on a country road. And she was coming down the hill, and same thing. She lost her brakes. She said back in the day they'd have these cattle farms or whatever. Because when she grew up on a farm in the beginning of her life or whatever. And she said they were coming down this street, and there was a herd of cows crossing the street. And they said the same thing, like they cried out or whatever. And she said the same thing. They closed their eyes and braced for impact. And when she opened her eyes, the car was stopped and the cattle was crossing behind them. So that stuff actually does happen.
Yeah. I mean, look.
I've actually seen videos too where like you see like that should have been like a crazy accident and people get out like, how did I survive that?
Right. That nothing but God is still protecting his people.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no.
If anyone has any stories similar, we would love to hear them.
Yeah, tell your story, miraculous stories,
that would be
weird
so
stories.
Cool to like hear other people's stories that might have had like similar situations. Like that's supernatural.
Right.
Crazy.
Right. I remember a time I was working at Menards in the warehouse. And I was at the top. Like, is there a place where the forklifts go? They put the skids up there, and there's no like.
Oh, I remember this story.
No railing, right? And so it's like I'm looking for a particular product or whatever, right? And for some reason, I don't even know how this even happened, but my foot got caught in like the shrink wrap that was like over there, but generally there's like no shrink wrap. But I'm like stepping off. I remember trying to step over it and trying to peek in the front of a skid to see if I see the product. And my foot gets caught, and like, mind you, like There's nothing like I'm up top. There's no railing. It's just like up top. And
Is that
then,
normal for forklifts not to have like a?
well, I'm not on a forklift.
Oh, what are you
I'm
on?
up on the ramp, the top where the forklift put the skids at.
Oh, okay, okay,
So I'm up there, and then looking like I can look down,
okay,
and that's the ground way down
okay,
there,
okay.
right? So it's like I'm up there looking, and my foot gets caught, and it's like there's no other way. I'm at the edge, so my foot gets caught, and I'm like, oh snap! I'm thinking I'm gonna fall, and I call on Jesus. I'm like, Jesus, and like before, it's super fast, but in slow motion.
Okay.
I physically feel hands under my armpits. And as soon as I unravel my foot, boom, I hit the ground. Like not down there, but where I was standing.
Yeah.
And it was nothing but the Lord.
Wow.
Nothing.
I remember
you.
That was shook you up.
Yes.
I remember.
I was like, I almost died.
Yeah, you told me. And I was like, you need to be careful.
That's wild how God, man, those miraculous moments.
I know.
Yeah, so if y'all got some moments, what God has done and protected you guys, or weird things that you don't know how you made it through, send that in so we can let's tell our stories, see what God is doing, man.
Yeah,
because He's awesome.
Yeah.
But first year, I don't even. I'm trying to think back and remembering like year by year. And that's very difficult.
Well, for our 18th wedding anniversary,
right,
we renewed our vows.
Yes.
And we found pictures, and it was interesting looking at the pictures. And I don't know if you want to put them up or whatever.
Yeah, we could probably put them up there,
but
so
like
people can see.
You could tell like the different stages we were in just by kind of looking at our pictures and stuff like that, and just over the years of like what we tried to do and stuff like that. Because I think my saddest anniversary was when we had to leave to go to a meeting.
Yeah.
When I think back, I'm like, what were we thinking?
Yeah.
Like, because we barely had time together, because we always, for years, you worked a completely different shift.
Yep. and with the jobs having strict like rules and stuff, it's crazy.
Yeah, that was tough. And just in the employment situation, like that was like another hurdle that we had to kind of get over. But I just think back like our mindset and how much it's changed over the years.
Yeah.
And how we're completely different people now.
Yeah. I mean we're growing. Yeah, be having to leave. And the crazy thing, I hated having to do that, right?
Because the crazy thing is our anniversary always fell. Well, our anniversary was what it was,
right?
But it felt like there was always something church event that we had to like work around.
Yeah.
Instead of like us just being able to celebrate our anniversary.
And with the mindset that I had, I'm like, well, with the current mindset that I have, thinking back at that mindset that I had, it's just like, what were you doing? What were you doing, James? Like, what?
I mean, neither one of us really knew what we were doing.
Right. I mean, we were just trying to please the Lord and do right by the church and whatever, but.
Yeah. And I mean, we were young when we lost a parent.
Yeah.
You were young when you lost your dad.
Mm-hmm.
I was young when I lost my mom. I think that was interesting that we realized that we both lost a parent in the same year.
Yeah. Like months after each other.
Months, because your dad passed in September.
Yep.
And then my mom passed in December. Of the exact same year.
Yep.
And so, having parents is important. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because I even think about it now with our kids. They're both in track.
Yeah.
Shout out to our babes.
Yep. Big ups. Hey, and they both got PRs the last track meet on both events.
I know. They both got PRs.
That's crazy, yo.
But it's interesting because, where they are in their life right now, there was a time where they needed mom a lot.
Yes.
And they were always asking for, where's mom? Like I was telling
Yep.
Ayana, like she used to make me feel so bad every time I had to go on a work trip because that baby would just cry and act like I was just like the worst mom because I had to leave her to go on these work trips. She would just, I just want you,
Right.
and I remember like I made the mistake one time of telling her how many days I was gonna be gone.
Lord knows.
And I was like, I will never tell her again because she was just so distraught. And for her to be a little kid, that just seemed like an eternity for
Yeah,
her.
every day she was like, how many more days?
I
Huh? I'm like,
know. And she would
oh,
just, and
baby
every
girl.
time I would see her, she'd start crying, and you'd be like, she's fine. She hasn't cried all day.
Right.
She's fine. And I would just be like, I have to hurry up and get back home. But anyway, that was that phase. And now I know that they both really need you. Like
Yeah.
they love your support. They love for you to come to their track meets.
Yeah.
They both had one on Friday. So we did have to divide and conquer.
Right.
And you went to Ayana's.
Yes.
And I told James that morning, I said, hey, I said, your sister also has a track meet today. And he was like, okay. I said, so dad's going to go to hers and I'm going to go to yours.
Yeah.
He's like, and he just kind of paused for a second. And I was just like, well, do you not want me to come? No, mom, no, you could come. You could come. But I mean, what time is Ayana's going to be done? And I was just like, I don't know, James. I was like, but we can't, your dad can't do both. And he could tell, like, he didn't want to make me feel bad.
Right.
But it was obvious that, he wanted you there as well.
Yeah. So after her meet, we surprised, we rushed in because I was talking to you and we were like, you can get here, like get here.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay.
Because he literally had came up to me. He said, because I said, I'm going to see if your dad can come because your sister just got done throwing. He was like, yeah, tell her to come. And so then he came back over. He was like, are they on their way? I was like, no, your sister has to do the high jump. And he was like, oh. He's like, tell her to skip it. And so he came back one more time and said, is she done with the high jump yet? And I was just like, I don't know yet, if she's done or not. And then you had called me. You're like, we're on our way. I was like, I'm not going to tell him. So he was super, super excited.
He was like,
yeah. He was so happy to see you. But it's interesting how, they're now at a place where they really need you. So I said all that to say, you being around our children being around the age that we were when we lost a parent lets me know, like, man, we were young.
Yeah.
And still needing that parent and that guidance and kind of having to navigate life, I don't want to say alone because we each still had a parent,
right.
But it's a difference.
Yeah, for sure.
With what dad can bring and what mom can bring. Like,
right.
There's definitely times that I wish, like, I had my mom to just ask her questions or things that I was going through as a young lady or just, decision making and things like that I wish that I could have had her there with me. That I feel like, maybe life may have been just a little bit easier if I had known, like, just known some things.
Right. I agree. The same. I mean, same here. It's just like, it's valuable information that I could have obtained.
Yeah.
But I'm even grateful for Pop because he, like, encouraged me in a huge way. You know what I mean? Never made me feel, even when we're staying with him, never made me feel like I was less than or made me feel like I'm not taking care of you or anything like that. But I'm grateful that I had him. He's the one that gave us the mantra, enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
So, it's just like, yeah, I agree. But I was grateful that, because he's the one that told me, he was just like, when you have a daughter, everything's going to change. And I'm like, okay. Because,
Man, and that was the whole reason why I feel like now you feel like you need to spend even more time with her because there was one event that you didn't get to, and that baby was upset.
Yeah.
And she wasn't talking to you. You were so hurt. Like you were like, I got stuck in traffic. I tried, and she
Yeah.
was just like. And then everybody said when she was little that she was never gonna walk.
Yeah, I held her, making my noodles and on the stove. Got her right here. All of that,
And then
man.
you didn't want anybody else to hold her.
Nah, she ain't no football. You ain't passing her along.
Oh, I was tired. And I remember being at service and just being like, somebody had her. And at the time you were on the praise and worship team, and you came off, like you came out into the congregation and whispered in my ear, "Go get my baby now." And I'm just everybody's looking at you because you are up front singing with with the microphone. Everybody's watching you walk over to me, and then I'm just standing there, and you're up there singing, and you're like hurry up and move. And I'm trying to be like discreet. I'm like, she's fine. Like she's fine. She's fine. Go get my baby.
Straight up.
Too much. And that's why she is the way she is today.
Man. Yeah, it's weird.
I don't even think you've ever disciplined her.
I have.
Not really.
I have.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
Not really.
Yeah.
Right. That's your baby.
Straight up. I mean, yeah. It's my bop.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this has been something.
Yeah, it's definitely been a journey.
Yeah.
It's definitely been a journey. I was just thinking back, like, talking about like when like difficult jobs, then the scheduling and everything like that. And I remember a time when you telling me, James has you know, getting an attitude and not being who he normally is. And I was sitting here like, all right, I'll talk to him or whatever. And I remember talking to him. I was like, hey, what's going on? You good? And he was like, oh, yeah, I'm fine. Like, he didn't say anything like that was wrong. And you said that it was like, you think it was because I'm not present.
Yeah, I knew that's what it was. I knew for a fact because he was giving me trouble. And the older he got, that little boy just trying to buck up against me, I was like, hold on, and that's why I don't care what anyone says. And I'm pretty sure I've said it before. Dads matter, they matter.
Yeah.
I'll say good dads. I mean, any dad matters. Not all dads are perfect. A lot of dads make mistakes, and a lot of dads have probably done some really bad things. However, dads matter. Kids respond differently to their dad's voice. I feel like I could say something to the kids, and then you'll come right behind me and say the exact same thing without yelling or anything, and they move quick.
I think because when I say it, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm not saying, all right, one more chance and this is done. I'm doing it.
But don't you think the Father, our Heavenly Father, put something in children to respond to their fathers?
To respond to their father's voice. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
For the world to try to just belittle fathers or, make it seem like there was that whole like time frame where like there was a period where either we're trying to push this whole narrative that I could do bad all by myself and I don't need a man and all of this and that and that's fine if that's your thought process. That's just not my thought process.
Right.
I know how valuable your presence was in the home because it was better when you were there. And there was a period of time where you just weren't there.
Right.
And yeah, he definitely started acting out.
Yeah. I remember. So I worked for the bus company, so it changed every 3 months. Like my schedule changed. So I was like looking like, all right, how can let me try to find a route where I'm able to be here, be like, at least see me, let him see me. Because there was a time like I was gone when he woke up and I was gone when he went to bed.
Yeah.
So it's
because
just
you
like,
had this split shift where,
yeah,
like, in the middle of the day, you'd have these hours, and then by the time you had to go back to work and finish the end shift, it was like your entire day was gone.
yeah. And so I remember a time where I don't remember if it was summer or whatever, but a time where I he was gonna be able to see me. You know, him and Ayana,
Yeah.
right? So it was like they're gonna be able to see me. And you said it was like night and day,
Immediately.
night and day. So
And they had to adjust though too, because they were so used to just being around me.
yeah,
They would say something to me and you would hear it, and if they said something like out of the ordinary or something that you didn't like how they were
right,
talking to me, like you would do that whole, hey, did you hear what your mother said? And they kind of look, and so there was an adjustment period
yeah,
too, because they had to realize like, oh, dad's home now. But I was like, whew, this is nice. And all I'd say is, I'm gonna call your dad.
yeah,
I could do
yeah,
that now.
yeah.
Even with James and his big age, like I could do that now and be like, you know what, no problem. And he already knows. All right, ma, all right, okay.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's a difference between being cruel and being disciplined,
Yeah.
right? It's just like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Because I'm quick to get rid of something. I'm
I
quick
know you are.
like, look,
You'll even get rid of my stuff, babe.
what stuff?
Babe, I will look up and you be like, oh, I didn't think you needed that anymore. You are the king of throwing
Oh,
stuff away.
When in
And
doubt,
then,
throw it out.
no, and then you'll be like, what did I do with that? You threw it away. Did I? Then you got to go out and buy it again.
Well,
You
all right.
do that.
That's
No,
after
you
no,
do that
that's
all the
after
time.
Years.
No, you to this day you do that.
No,
I
I'm
have
talking.
to
I'm talking about if we ain't touched it in years.
if we need it and you got to go out and buy it, like why not just keep it? And
And let it stack up.
if and go out and spend more money.
Here's the
Babe,
deal.
you are the king
I
of
am.
throwing something
I
away
would
and
throw
then
it out.
needing it. And then needing it.
Not.
You do.
I would throw something out.
You do.
I would throw something out, and because we ain't touched it in years.
And then you need it.
Like, nah, I don't.
Uh,
I don't know. I don't like the fact that it's like if it's still sitting there, like we ain't touched it in years. Why are we holding on to this?
I know. But that's what you do.
Well, yeah, that's what I do. But anyway, I was gonna say I was quick to throw like get rid of stuff and like, oh, you want it or take a privilege away and you be right along. Well, she ain't seen it in 2 minutes.
That's a lie.
It's been 45
That is
seconds.
not true.
That's torture.
That's not true.
It is true. I would take someone. You think he's okay? But it's the weekend and it's a punishment. It's not supposed to feel good.
Okay.
Growing up, my dad, we were on punishment for like a month, and he would go to every minute of it.
Oh my God.
The time that we got, if it was 10:30 at night when we got our punishment, guess what? We got out at 10:30 at night after a month.
Wow.
So yeah. Anyway, I heard this TikTok, this lady, not TikTok, TED Talk.
Okay.
This lady was given the statistics on the success rate for children who grow up in a home with both parents and in a home with just their mom. And the studies show that children that grew up in a home with mom and dad has the exact same success rate as if kids just grew up with their father.
Really?
And it drastically goes down. It's only a 20 to 30% success rate when they just grow up with their mom. Like it goes down 20%, like drastic, like a big amount. And I'm just sitting here like, that's interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like when the father, if the children are just with their father, it's as if their success is as if they were with mom and dad.
That's
I remember
kind of hard to believe though, because the statistics are the statistics,
Right.
but it just seems like dads are just so hard.
But
Like every dad I know that in our circle that I
yeah,
know pretty much has the similar mindset when it comes to the household, family dynamic,
right.
things like that. Like, and like for instance, like even watching my brother with my niece and nephews, sometimes I just want to go and rescue them. And I'm just be like,
Nah.
I'm like, and he'd be like, no, no, they, you know, and it's just that similar like mindset. Like, and
Well, I mean, another statistic shows where children, even though outwardly they dislike the discipline, they thirst for it.
you know why I know that that's true? Because you are the same with any child that
Period.
comes in our presence the way that you are with our children.
Mm-hmm.
And like, they love you. I'm like, you just yelled at them or you'll put them to work or like, you know, and they just want to be around you. And I remember you telling me you did a field trip. You were a chaperone for the field trip
Yeah,
with James,
the band, yeah.
with the band,
Yup.
and you had all boys,
Yup.
middle school boys.
Yup.
And I remember I did a middle school boys trip too. I said, I will never do that again. It was the longest day of my life. I was like, I
The
will.
one lady, the one lady asked, she, "Are you a teacher?" I'm like, no. We were on the bus, and the driver, on our way to a college, they were going to perform, and the driver do a tour. The driver was telling the boys, keep your feet out the aisle, keep your feet out the aisle, keep your feet out the aisle. And I'm sitting here like, I'm looking at the teacher because I'm a parent, right?
Right.
So I'm not like, it's not my job to correct these kids.
Right.
I don't want to go like outside of what I'm supposed to do, right?
Right.
So I'm like, I'm looking at the teachers.
And ain't nobody saying
Nobody saying anything other than the one teacher's like, guys, you heard what the bus driver said.
Why
And
you say it like that?
'Cause that's
I'm
how she
sure
spoke.
her voice was not like that. Anyway, continue.
She sounded just like that.
Okay.
Guys, can you
Stop.
And I'm sitting here looking like, and I'm looking at the boys like, I'm like, look, I can't take it no more. I'm like, hey, get your feet out the aisle. Y'all heard the bus driver? And then the teacher that said, the guy, she looked at me, thank you. I'm like, yo, what y'all doing out here?
You said the rest of the trip. You said you had no trouble out of them.
And she gave me those dudes, the trouble guys. They were perfect. I gave them straight up. I said, "Hey, look, guys, we huddled up. Look, let's go through this tour. Let's be quiet. Let's do what they're going to say. Hear what they're going to say. Then when we have lunch or free time, we do whatever we want to do. We good?" Everybody was like, "All right." You know, he like, "All right, cool. No problems whatsoever." Then James comes in like, "Hey, Dad." I ain't gonna tell the kid's name, but Dad, one of my friends are scared of you. And I'm like, scared of me? So I'm like, come here. Hey, man, you don't have to be scared of me. You should be terrified.
James! Oh, my God.
Straight
Did he
up.
respond?
And he was just like, oh.
But the next day, James said that all the boys love you, Dad.
Yeah.
And you went the next year.
Yeah.
And because the teacher
No,
like,
the next year I went, they did a thing with the Six Flags.
well, you went.
Yeah.
And the teacher's like, are you available every year?
I'm cool with it. Let's go.
Are you going to be different with the girls? Because, you know, you went to the trip with your son, and so now your daughter has having you go with her.
I
you
mean,
can't be as hard, babe.
Nah. You got to establish the order.
Yes.
Once you establish the order, everything going to be everything.
Okay.
Maybe you got to say, hey, well, come on. What are we doing here?
Okay.
And then, the establish order. I think that's the problem with the world now. Ain't no order. Kids is cussing teachers out, cussing their parents out. Ain't no established order.
It's true, because our daughter will tell me all the time, like, I heard my friend talking to her mom, and I'm like, you're allowed to talk to your mom like that?
Don't she be like, I know if I would have did it, I would have got my butt whooped.
She says it all the time. She's
Listen.
actually corrected some of her friends, like, don't talk to your mom like that. But yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
important.
it is. It's drastically important. So anyway, discipline. I think the kids. Well, the statistics show children desire it because they equate it with love. Children equate discipline with love, and I think or care. So I think that
When it's done correctly.
of course, when it's done correctly, not abuse, but discipline. But and then so on the flip side, you have people who cater to their children and try to give them everything that they desire, and it's like the children are ungrateful because it's like, and we think when we give more, they should be appreciative more, but they don't have an appreciation
Yeah.
because they haven't lived the life that we've lived in struggle.
All right.
Right. And so now it's just like they have a entitlement. Like I should be getting this.
Yeah.
It's just like, not with me. Not with me.
Yeah.
Straight up. I was just reminding the Bible, it says, if it's contingent. God's love is everlasting, but if read your Bibles. When you say if, pay attention. Because
If the Bible says
if the Bible says if, you better pay attention. Matter of fact, you should Google it. Anytime the Bible say if, this is what you should do. Because you ain't gonna get something if it say if and you ain't following suit. If. Yeah. But yeah.
I'm so grateful though now that like it's different that the Lord has blessed us to where you can be, available now and be around the kids. And some of my favorite moments is just, I love the fact that our children still love to come into our room. I know you be ready to kick them all out.
Oh yeah, get out the bed.
But to this day, they'll come into the room and they like to watch funny Instagram reels with us. Yeah. Like, and stuff like that. Like, those are just special moments, that we have with them. And I know that, with, our son getting ready to graduate next year, that those moments will change and they'll be more far, not that they will never happen again, but it's just like, I know that it's life will be different. Thing. I mean, because when I left and went away to college, I didn't know that I'd be coming home a married lady.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, this journey has been super special, and I'm so glad that I'm doing life with you.
Yeah, me too. I wouldn't want to go through the things we have gone through.
I thought you were going to say something else.
Yeah. What?
I thought you said... I thought you were going to say, I don't want to have to go through learning anybody else, I
don't need that either. But I don't want to have to go through the things that we went through with someone else. Because the mentality of, I wouldn't want to be single right now. Like, I feel for the peoples because culture has drastically changed the way we think. So I wouldn't want to be single. I wouldn't want to. The guy at the job says something about he wasn't married. He's not married, and he had said something about, oh, I don't want to be married. I was like, why? I was like, I'm happy. I don't look. It's good times, it's bad times, but I would not want to be single. I'll take marriage every time. Period.
Aw, that's sweet, babe.
Period. And then one of the other brothers at the job, he was like, yeah, me too. I don't know what you talk about. Give me marriage.
He said that too?
Yeah.
I just feel like that's awesome I feel like if more guys started talking like that, because there's so many people who just are so negative about marriage and just so negative about the whole experience. And I mean, yes, you're going to go through some very hard times, tumultuous times. That's going to happen, but there's also very beautiful moments as well.
Yep. Absolutely. So anyway, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want to do life. I can't imagine life without you.
Oh, babe.
Like, it's weird that how people are so easy to give up and throw in the towel. And then granted, when hard times come, you're like, the enemy is there to.
I mean, I can definitely understand how people can get to that point.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I can definitely understand it because there was definitely times I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore, but I'm just so grateful that I'm really grateful for my dad. Not that he ever knew any of our business or what we were going through, but he was just so pro us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I remember one of the first big arguments we got into. One of the first big arguments we got into after we got married, and it was a big one because I left the house.
Yep.
We were in our first apartment, cute little apartment. It was so cute, and I had just went over to my childhood home, and I just went upstairs. I was like, "Hey guys, hey, how you doing?" I was like, "I'm good. I just came to hang out for a little bit." I ended up like going upstairs to my childhood bedroom, and I'm sitting in there, and my dad came knocking on the door. "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "I'm doing good." He's like, "How's James?" I was like, "He's fine." He's like, "Oh, okay." And he looked at his watch. Uh, just so you know, you can't stay here tonight. And I was like, "What?" He's like, "You got to go home." He's like, "Now, is James coming over here with you?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Oh, then yeah, you got to leave." I said, "Right now?" He said, "Yeah, right now. It's late. You need to get home to your husband."
Big ups to Pop.
And I
Big
was like, at the
ups.
time, I was mad. Like I'm sure he knew. It's
Yeah.
just like when your kids try to like act like you don't know nothing.
Right,
It
right.
was like one of those moments,
Mm-hmm.
and I did. I had to come. Because I was definitely gonna spend the night. And I've heard of families intervening with marriages where, the wife gets mad or the husband gets
Mm-hmm.
mad and, "Oh, you could stay here. You don't have to go home
Right.
back home to her." And, or, "You could stay here. You don't have to go back home to him." No. Like, if that's horrible.
Yeah.
That creates so much division.
Yeah.
And just that small gesture let me know, like, look, we've made this commitment. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
we in it.
In it to win it
We in it.
for the long haul.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be hard times. It's going to
Yeah.
be difficult times, but
I mean, we're experiencing difficult times now.
Yeah.
Like, there's just a lot that,
life moves.
yeah, and it doesn't stop for anyone.
That's one thing Pop says. One thing that's undefeated is time.
Yes.
Time is undefeated. It's relentless. It will
Mm-hmm.
not stop for you.
Yeah.
So,
But to all those that are married or your anniversary is close, happy anniversary.
happy anniversary.
Stay together, love each other,
Yes.
fight for your marriage.
Yes.
Fight for your partner.
Yes.
Don't give up. Fight for your families.
Yeah. It's important.
Don't share your business with people who aren't supporting your marriage.
Right.
You got to be careful who you
Must be
You
careful.
know,
Yeah.
be
'Cause
very careful.
it gets better. It doesn't stay hard forever.
Yeah.
Even if it's highs and lows, like a.
As long as you have two people who are willing to work at it,
Yeah. Yeah.
then yes.
Yeah. And change.
And change.
Because some things you just have to change within yourself, changing mentalities, and it's just like, okay, like let's adjust before to keep what was from the beginning. You know what I mean? So, yeah,
I love you.
I love you too, Belovitch.
Happy anniversary.
Do you know what today is? It's our anniversary. Celebrating you and me. Yeah. Love you, babe.
I love you too.
Y'all, send in your stories, send in your love stories, send in your miraculous stories. And hey, let's enjoy this conversation. Let's continue to talk because this is a community. So we love you guys. Till next time, grace and peace.